Hi friends, it's Joan at 10 Pentacles Tarot, and today we're going to do a pick a card reading. The first deck I'm going to use is the... Wow, I just heard a backfire, so apparently this is going to be really important for someone. Wow. The first deck I'm going to use is the Angel Number Oracle. Good boy, kitty. Good boy. The Angel Number Oracle. This is a 55 card deck and guidebook by the Pulp Girls. And if you're interested in this deck and you want to know more about it, please look at my review of it on my Oracle Deck Reviews Volume 1 playlist. So what you're going to do is choose one of these cards, and each one has a different angel number and a different figure on it. So the numbers are 1321, 1321, 1031, 1031, and 510, 510. For 1321, the keyword is awareness. For 1031, the keyword is passion. And for 510, the keyword is rebellion. So pick whichever one of those resonates with you. And then the second part of the reading is going to be a past, present, future reading using the Journey of Love Oracle. And this can also be found, a review of this can also be found on my Oracle Deck Reviews Volume 1 playlist. All right, so take a minute if you need to pause the video to figure out which of these cards you want to choose for which reading. And if you are drawn to more than one or even all three, then chances are that reading has something to say to you. All right, so without further ado, we'll begin. I'll move these two cards over here. And we'll begin with card 1321, 1321. And this card is awareness. All right, so Spirit, what guidance do you have? All right, we're going to need one card, please. What guidance do you have for pile 1 about the past? And this card is number 46, just for a moment, joy. And I'm going to see what that says. And this has something to do with your past. So it says, what we feel and express, what we choose at any given time, is our offering to the divine cosmic matrix. It germinates and is reflected back to us as a manifestation in this material reality. Can you choose to gentle your heart, to let it be open to light and to life, even just for a moment? If you're in the midst of darkness or deep suffering, can you find, even for just a moment, the joy of existence underneath? It's a wild ride, this life. Every time you open your arms in yes, the universe responds in kind. Wow, something is boom, boom, booming out there. Oh my goodness. Wow, listen up, folks. This oracle brings you a message. In this moment, trust that there is joy waiting to be felt and found, no matter how hard that may be to believe right now. Let go of your attachment to the apparent problems at hand as much as you can, and you'll be allowing yourself to let the divine take over and sort out what needs to happen here. There's help awaiting your invitation always. Why not let it in and let joy in too? You're being offered divine support to live a less guarded existence, to dissemble yourself a little or a lot, and to let your true nature, which is joy, bubble to the surface without rhyme or reason other than just because it lives. Love is magic, like a balmy breeze on a winter night. It feels good. You want it to last forever. And love is magic because we make it so, by opening to the pleasure of being alive and sharing the joy we feel when we're not looking. When we're not looking, the night may warm again. All right, so I feel like this card is saying that in the past, you have manifested what has come about, and maybe it was not always intentional. So I feel like this card is saying that was the past, and now that you know a lot more about manifestation and about setting intentions, that you can move forward on a more positive note and expect joy, manifest joy, and make joy be your intention. All right, what does pile 1 need to know about the future? Shakti, number 19. And also remember the number 46 or the number 10 or the number 1 might be important. And here the number 19 or again the number 10 or 1. So let's look up number 19 and see what that says. Shakti. Shakti is divine feminine fire. She is the body awakened with light. She is the divine feminine, and she is the kundalini, the energetic force that moves through us, triggered by love, that leads to enlightenment of our body. With our kundalini coming alive within us, we cannot remain as we once were. It's impossible. We may try to lead the same lives, be the same in our relationship patterns, and perhaps even behave properly, but it simply cannot be done. Soon our disguise slips and people wonder what happened to her or what has gotten into him. We are on fire with the divine and we cannot help but misbehave. We are no longer satisfied with trying to be the good child or fearing we are the bad child. We know ourselves instead to be the divine child. That divine child lives fully with passionate fire, not doing things the way they're supposed to be done perhaps, but living instead from the heart. Our body may ache as we burn through old pain, and sometimes the light within may seem so bright it blinds us for the moment. But that will pass, and the misbehaving will suddenly be seen for what it is. The old rules just don't fit anymore. You don't plug a globe capable of illuminating the whole world into the bedside reading lamp without burning down the house. Best to let that light shine as it was meant to in the big arena. Shakti is making your light grow, beloved. Be prepared to shine brighter. So that is what is it asking you to do now in the future. Be prepared to shine brighter. It says, I have watched you hurting and felt helpless to make life better for you. Loving you is having to make choices to let you be who you are, who you become, and all the who's yet to come. To love you is to ride the waves of your passionate embrace of life, ever mindful of the change in the wind and the occasional tempest brewing. Loving you is having to make choices, knowing it isn't my fault. I can still choose to take it personally or just be while I listen and watch you unfold. Your heart is a beauty I will always love. It's the part of you that hasn't changed much over time. When I lie beside you and hear you breathe, when I touch your skin or caress your hair, you are timeless and I choose loving you. So it looks like right now you may be going through some energy shifts and maybe the old ways don't fit anymore. And that's okay. In the present, you're being asked to grow into the new you and to embrace your new vibration and your new energy. So let's ask Spirit how you can best move forward into the future, into a positive future. How can pile... Okay, there it is. And that is number 12, self-initiation. So the number 12 might be important to you, or the number 3. So let's see what number 12 says. It says, you are being touched by a wave of your own light and motion. Can you feel the blessings and love that are flowing towards you from within you in an upsurging wave of love? This is your own pure divine nature. You can choose to empower another as the carrier of your own divinity, of course, and sometimes if you're not quite ready to recognize your own divine essence, this needs to be. Yet in any given moment, you can choose to recognize that it is who you are initiating yourself into love, that you are the being of light, the divine, that is drawing you forward into yourself. At any moment, you can choose to recognize yourself. Will this be such a moment? This oracle holds a message for you. There are many teachers on this path, some humble, some wise, some great companions on your life journey, and some who will enter in and out of your life quickly, perhaps imparting a helpful word or teaching you a more challenging lesson about trusting and relying upon your own wisdom. The greatest teacher, however, is life. You can trust in your own experience and know that it is the divine spark within you, the life within you, that is the one true teacher who carries you home in awakened reunion with the divine. How easy to love. The words flow when it's right. I dare not tell you. And so to move on into the future, you need to recognize that some teachers will enter in and out of your life in the future, and that of all the teachers you have, life is the best teacher. So in the future, walk forward, embracing life and letting it teach you whatever it is that you need to learn, and accept the blessings and love that are flowing towards you, because that is headed for you in the future. All right, pile one, that was your reading. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, and I wish you all the best. And we'll move now to pile two, number 1031, and the card is named Passion. So let's see what that card has to say. 1031. This is all about a zest for life, enthusiasm, innovation, living intentionally, savoring the moment, facing obstacles in your path with courage, and being committed to consistent practices. It says, heads up, your life is happening like right now. It's time to stop going through the motions and live with intention. Begin by adding something small but meaningful to each day. Consistency is key. Even if it's only a few minutes at first, anytime you devote to your well-being is worth it. You're the only one who can take the actions that bring you closer to the life you're dreaming of. All right, so let's see. Spirit, what do you need to tell pile two about their past? What do they need to realize or know or see about their past? All right, so. Okay, there's one. Okay, what does pile two need to realize or see or know about their present? Spirit, what does pile two need to realize or see or know about their present? That is legacy of light. And finally, what do they need to move toward the future? What do they need to know? And that card is ethereal touch. All right, so let's take a look. About your past is number 62, or number 8 might be important. This is called the choice. I believe this is about a choice that you made in the past. It says there is a choice that you need to make. Now remember, this is about the past though. You're aware of it already, or it's coming to your awareness very soon. Embrace the unknown and say yes. You have the opportunity to enrich your world, to receive, and therefore be able to share much more. If anxiety or fear arises, guilt or shame, treat it as the cleansing of your emotional waters, as they receive so much more inflow from the divine ocean. Let the old layers rise to the surface of your awareness to be washed away. What seems to be so much in the context of your own emotional waters is not so much at all when compared to the great ocean, when compared to what the great ocean is capable of holding. So let the divine ocean take hold, washing it away from you and replenishing you with the new, that you may serve life all the better. So it's saying in the past, it may not have been safe to choose, but it is safe to choose now. There is no wrong choice, and there's never been a wrong choice, just a choice that resonates with your heart. So think about the choices that you made in the past and know that those were the right choices, because there is no wrong choice. With each choice you make, you learn the lessons that you need to learn. Of course, we always try to make the right choice, but in the long run, it is all about the lessons. All right, it says, our lives are measured in choices we have made along the path we call living. Each compass point a possibility, each step an opportunity. Seemingly random, each decision moves us inexorably in a direction both known and yet somehow both unknown and yet somehow familiar. For upon reflection, the strength we find in choosing, or the surrender of letting all unfold, leads us to the place we started from when we made that first choice to be here again. All right, the card about your present is number 53, Legacy of Light. So again, we have a number 8 repeating. So 8 is going to be definitely important to you. Probably this coming week. All right, so this is number 53. It's called Earth Angel. This oracle brings them... Oh, hi, Kitty. I'm sorry, Kitty's under the table. Good boy. Aw, good boy. Okay, sorry. This oracle brings a message of divine guidance. You have an angel with you, watching over you and assisting you. in response to your heart's call for help, love, and protection for you and your beloveds. Your prayers have been heard and answered. Keep praying each day from your heart and know you are safely carried on the journey of love. If you've been worrying about a loved one, know that this protection extends to them as well. You're asked to pray more and worry less, allowing love to be. And the poem that goes with this one says, thank you for walking with me. Before you climbed up here, I was afraid. I had risked everything by holding out my hand. And now as I share your joy and excitement at being a friend, I realize I may have to run to catch up with you. All right, and the card about your future is number 27, Ethereal Touch, and the number 27 or the number 9 may be important to you in the next few days. So let's see what number 27 says. Spirit, and this is for your future. Keep this in mind for the future. Spirit is present in your very touch at this time, and you are having an impact on the world around you. And this, again, you will be having an impact on the world around you, particularly your close relationships, in ways that are far more profound than may be immediately obvious. The touch of your soul is ethereal, spiritual, of light and sound. It moves the heart and opens pathways of possibility through love, faith, and trust that would otherwise be impossible to access. Trust in the presence of the divine in your touch, physical and spiritual. Your healing presence is making waves of love rise and stir in this world, and the divine lives and breathes through you, beloved. Remember that though the sacred temple of your body gifts you with hands through which to hold and give, it is the soul within the flesh that renders touch a sacred healing. This oracle guides you to accept and embrace your healing abilities and to trust that you can feel your way through life by opening your hands to receive and taking hold of the opportunities that are presented to you. You are meant to touch the world with your spirit. All right, friends, that, if you were pile number 2, that is your message, and that's a powerful one. If you enjoyed the reading, if it was helpful to you, please give the video a thumbs up, and I want to thank you for watching. Pile 3, if you chose the angel number 510 and the word rebellion, let's see what that one says. 510. It says, and the keywords for this one are good luck, optimism, and confidence, ditching conformity to live more authentically, leading by example, embracing the things that make you uniquely you. And you may want to look at pile 2. That's kind of it. The theme was very similar. When you live authentically, fully embracing all your lovely eccentricities, you inspire others to do the same. Added bonuses are living in your truth attracts luck and positivity. Who doesn't want more of that? The theme here is personal freedom. Live according to your beliefs and allow others the same courtesy. Don't be surprised when you notice a happier, healthier you emerge. All right. Spirit, what do you want to tell pile 3 about their past? I really feel like it's this one. That was the only one that didn't flip over that time. Okay. Spirit, what do you want to tell pile 3 about the present for them? About the present time, the present moment. Okay, that's going to be Woman of Light. And what would you like to tell pile 3 about the future? How to move successfully into a positive future, and what they need to know about the future, and how to move positively into the future. Okay, and that card is Towering Magnificence. All right, so let's look up. For your past, you got number 67, the Swan, which is the number 67 might be important to you, the number 13, or the number 4. Okay, so let's look up the Swan. And this is something about your past that Spirit wants you to know or think about. Gliding with grace, nothing is withheld from this beautiful soul. It can discern what is genuine, authentic, loving, and what's from the ego parading. Even though the most impressive words are just, even through the most impressive words or gestures, this soul can sense the holding within of a core of fearful separation from the divine. With grace, it allows all to be and moves amongst the world with inspiring light and grace. Paramahamsa, Great Swan, the soul that moves the souls of others, is reaching to you now. The Guru, the teacher, the light, the love that is all. You are blessed by sacred divine relationship with the essence of love itself that adores you and wants only for you to be free. This oracle reaches to you now, indicating that you are held within the grace of a great soul, a teacher of the heart, of the spirit, and there is endless light bestowed upon you for protection. Your path ahead is assured. Soon you will be shifting from hope to a sense of inevitability in your attainment of the spiritual goals closest to your heart. Be with your practice of love through meditation, yoga, kindness, nature, dance, singing, whatever speaks to your heart, and know that you are one with the divine, and it's only a matter of time before you realize it. So maybe in the past, you have taken up meditation or yoga or just being kind or being in nature, dancing, singing, whatever. You have learned in the past that doing whatever speaks to your heart is what makes you one with the divine and what brings you closer to the divine. And since you learned this in the past, maybe this is something that Spirit is asking you to embrace again, okay? Maybe you've let it go a little bit. Maybe you need to get back to the practices that really speak to your heart. All right, now, for the present, we're looking at number 49, Woman of Light. So the number 49 might be important to you. The number 13, again, that's two 13s. So please look for number 13. And the number 4 as well. All right, so 49. Pure is my joy, my celebration. I know the divine to be eternal. There is no limit to my peace, to my pleasure, as I rise and rise and rise again. Capable am I of receiving the light, of accepting the next level of illumination. I am sacred flesh coming to light. I am the walking temple, the living goddess, she who shines with truth. I come to you now. I am one with you now. I am the awakened one and the awakener. This oracle brings you guidance that you are to be witness to the presence of an awakened being, either within your own self as a part of your spiritual destiny or in the form of a beloved other. An awakened one is in your midst or soon will be. Receive the blessing that emanates from such a being, for to behold one is a gracious spiritual gift that will lift you to the next step of your path. If you're having trouble discerning the true presence of the awakened teacher in your midst, or even in your own being, remember that nothing is asked from you by such awakened ones but loving devotion, so that they may serve the awakening of all living beings. It requires much karmic grace to be granted immediate access to an awakened being, even more to become such a living light. Take delight. All right, that's for your present. And for the future, the card is number 30. The number 30 may be important to you now, or the number 3. And the card is Towering Magnificence. And this is referring to your future. You are entering the presence of the truly great and sublime divinity. It is without form, yet exists within all forms. It is humbling, and yet asks nothing of you. It just is, and when we encounter it, we are moved beyond words, beyond mind, and into realms of the heart that we may never have experienced before. It takes a brave soul to meet the towering majesty of divine presence. It can be a terrifying experience as limitations, preconceived notions, and identities crumble in the wake of its light. You are being brought to this place out of love because you are ready. Your soul has been craving connection to something so much larger than itself, to find something worthy to which it can devote itself entirely. This greatness is becoming available to you now to be witnessed to the extent that is helpful, so that you may find the greater purpose of service which your heart craves. You are ready, and since it's for the future, you definitely will be ready. This oracle brings you comfort that your inner path, your opening up to direct experience of the divine presence, is happening now according to divine timing and grace. This is also confirmation that you are connecting with your spiritual guidance more consciously now, and that any sense of self that appears to be falling away from you now is because your divinity has outgrown it and a new awareness is taking its place. It says, mighty sentinels connecting heaven and earth, wisdom of the ancients waiting for those who listen in the quiet. All right, so pile 3, that was your reading from the Angel Number Oracle and the Journey of Love Oracle by Alana Fairchild. Again, if you enjoyed your reading, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel if you have not done so. It's completely free for you and it helps me out a whole lot. I like to do these readings with the different decks because in this way you can see how the decks are written, how the guidebooks are written. You can read oracle cards, of course, intuitively, but I feel like reading the book helps you because this way, if you're interested in the deck, you get to see how it's written. Is this style of writing or this style of a reading something that appeals to you or not? So, friends, I want to thank you for being with me today. I appreciate you so much more than you'll ever know. If the reading had meaning for you, please leave a comment in the comment section below. I always appreciate reading your comments and I try to respond to every one of them. I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever it is where you are. And I hope to see you again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.